Welcome back, you guys. This is your girl, Wicked Raider 22. Wanted to stop and just do a quick video for all of my newbies who are just starting out. So, there are a lot of you guys that have now created your accounts, or you've gone back and you are working on your secondary account, and you're kind of looking at your gameplay. And there are a lot of things, guys, that are going to change between your first account and honestly your second account. So, this is an account in particular I started so I could go back and kind of tweak not only my gameplay, but kind of try out some of the rules that I hear all the time. And the one thing you're going to notice, this account, I think we just made it to level 18, maybe. I've had a really good pool. So my first epic pool was actually Burgess. I have Adjudicator, which I'm going to do a video on her in a little bit as well, because she's been kind of interesting, especially early game wise. But I'm working through campaign on normal, early stages. And the one thing you're going to notice is all the stages I've visited so far, I push myself to 3-star them before I move them on. My progression through campaign is a little bit different. The first time that I had, well, for my first pay to play accounts, I put together the strongest four champions that I was given in the beginning, and I just went through every single level. It didn't matter if I earned 1-star, 2-star, or 3 stars, didn't care. I just wanted to get to the end of the map and figure out what was such the big deal about making it over to stage 12 for Brimstone Path. Guys, it's early in the morning. So I powered through, and then eventually I did what many of us end up having to do is you go back, you have to fine tune your teams, start tweaking things like speed and defense, attack, crit rate, for example, because you get to a point in Brimstone where you have a hard time finishing off that last boss so that you can earn your shard. And so after a couple of accounts dealing with campaign overall, I've made it to Nightmare on my very first account. And guys, Nightmare is no joke. It is no joke. But I want to show you guys what I now do as I'm taking my newer accounts through campaign. So starting out, I focus on my first two champions. I select two champions that are going to just melt my heart. And for this account, Kale was the first champion, of course, that I started with. If you guys don't know by now, which most of you will, your second champion is going to be Sniper. Every account, at least in the last couple of months, Sniper is always the second champion. And I will tell you now, she is an amazing nuker. You may get to the point where some people will use her for food at a certain point. I've done it before on another account. I really miss having her. But I'll be honest, now that my initial account is up to level 55, I think, I've probably pulled Sniper about 20 times. So I definitely have one Sniper that is 6-starred. I'm working on my second one because I have an idea for a team, but Sniper is going to be a champion that can hang with you for quite a while. War Priest is going to be the second champion. Pretty sure after you finish the first area of the map, that's stage 1, your champion at the very end of that is going to be War Priest. And War Priest can be pretty awesome. We can go back and look at her skill set. I have a video on her from earlier as well, but really good support champion, especially early game. You will replace her early mid game, to be honest, late early game probably. But by level 25, 30, you have probably acquired another champion to replace her with. But she can make an impact on an account, definitely. But I want to get to the point of upgrading Kale. So I'm going to start running food behind my initial stages once I've gone through. So I'm going to take my top two champions, which right now is Kale and Burgess, and we're going to see if we're able to go through and complete these stages. What you're doing is for every new stage you come to, you're in essence running those battles twice. It's nice to be able to go through with my strongest champions to see if I can go ahead and 3-star in the beginning, and then I can come back and I can run those battles as I would like. Now, Kale is a champion. I have 6-starred him before, fully ascended him as well. He's a champion that becomes pretty versatile. A lot of people will take him into mid game, late mid game. I have come up against some pretty tough KOs, especially when you get into arena, you start moving up. He is a champion that will definitely stick around. Um, to be honest, probably Aethel is another one. You will see her. I love, absolutely love Dark Aethel. So, guys, if you keep logging in, she is, I want to say, the third or fourth champion, login champion wise, that you will receive, and she is absolutely worth it. Another login champion that I've enjoyed so far is Haikatoon. Haikatoon is another one that has been really amazing, especially when it comes to Faction Crypt. I like her quite a bit in Tag Team Arena. And I'm guessing probably some of the areas of the game I love may not be your favorite, but I would love to hear what areas you definitely focus in. But the login champions have made a difference. I'm looking forward to Dark Elhain is one. I definitely want to get my hands on Seal the Drakes because I hear so much about her. I've seen her on so many other teams. She's definitely a champion that I look forward to as well. Now, with these two, you have Kale that's going to pump out quite a bit of damage. Now, Burgess will do damage, don't get me wrong, but he is an excellent support as well. There we go. We got a little close on that one because Kale can get a little squishy on me. I like him at a higher level. I'm really tempted to see. Yeah, I can't quite upgrade him yet, but I'm going to work on these because I only need one more 3-star. So actually, I may be able to push and get him to a 3-star. But we'll come back and we'll take a look at that one. But I want to finish this one out. So we are here. We're going to power through. Now, sometimes you're going to run into a moment where your two champions aren't strong enough. They just really haven't hit that level. I like Verges because, of course, you pulled an epic. He's going to start as a 4-star. And with all the buffs and the protection that he offers, it kind of takes the pain off of Kale a little bit. I may actually switch their positions. I only have Kale as the lead because he already had that aura. It just keeps me from doing that one additional click. And most of you guys have noticed I am a auto runner. If you're running all of your teams on auto, you normally have to do a little bit extra time or put a little bit more effort as far as building. I've noticed like a lot of veteran players, in-game players will certainly go in, turn off skills, turn on skills. They're very selective. I am one of those lazy players. I want to see how great we can do with just setting it and letting it go. And right now, these guys are powering through. So it's going to give quite a bit of experience to Burgess. So it shouldn't take me long to, go ahead and max him out. When it comes to 5 and 6-star, especially for my brand new accounts, the biggest thing is running that much food. It comes down to resources. The other thing about running every stage of campaign more than once beyond helping your champion build, is you also have that additional experience over the next level of enemies you'll come into contact with. When you're going through dungeons, you're going to notice if you're running every campaign stage, 2 to 3 times before you move to the next one, I'm able to go straight through to the boss. And then I can go back and I can run as many team members or food champions as I would like. And it's going to be a lot quicker. So here we just lost Kale. So it really doesn't matter whether Virtus wins or not. You guys are going to notice we're going to do a little switch up, and I'm going to come back through and run these stages with my team. And on that team, one of my champions is actually going to be my food champion because I'm trying to build him up so that I can take Kale to the next level. And you're going to earn a lot of champions in between. A lot of these champions I will use as food as well. But we were able to make it to stage 4. And so I will go back. Well, I'll actually pick up here. I'm going to take him out. Since he's already maxed out anyway, I'm going to go ahead, put him first, put in adjudicator, put in my little food champion, and then we'll round it up with sniper because I'm building her level as well. I know further down the line, sniper's going to do some amazing damage for me. I've seen her put in over 100,000 in a battle before. So I know the potential that she definitely has. She does do the boost turn meter as well. So these champions should be able to make it through. And once I go in with a team of 4, my goal is simply to finish the battle. I will pause after this one because the goal is for me to build my food champion up enough. I think I have resources in the tavern where I can build him out, go ahead and 3-star him, and then sacrifice him to build Kale. Once I've brought Kale up to 4-star, I will turn around and run him back through these same levels and 3-star all of the levels of the stage before I move to the next one. It seems time consuming on the front end, but it definitely allows you to better perform in so many other areas of the game because you slow down long enough to focus on the champions that you're going to need later on. And as you guys can see, Virtus is putting out some pretty nice numbers. And we'll look at the very end of this one to kind of see what happens. All right, here we go. So Sniper, 24,000. Virtus is 10. But take a look here. My boy is giving all the support you need. Adjudicator is at 6. And then our food champion, Skull Squire, is at 2,000. The strategy for a lot of people will be different. So, guys, share with me. What are your goals on your free to play? Like, what are your goals at this point for early game? Have you switched up the way that you are handling champions now that you actually have a list, your little Rolodex within the champions section is getting full? Are you saving champions? Have you vaulted champions for later? What rationale are you using? I would love to hear from you. If you stuck around this long, be sure to subscribe. We post material Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Always getting ready for the next tournament, the next event, the next champion. It's always something. If you don't have a clan, be sure to check us out at 22WK. We would love to have you. We're keeping it active. So as long as you are logging in at least once every 5 days, guys, you can definitely stay on the list. I will talk to you soon and have a great gaming kind of day.